Okay, so here is what the faculty member created for students to look at. And students are supposed to compare and align which segment goes with which wording. So I wanted to create this in in Real. And I went ahead and I created it under this video, and then I saved it, and you can see that it's disappeared. It's not there. So I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna go through creating it. I'm not gonna create the whole thing because it takes too long, but I'm gonna create partial, and I'm gonna send you the video, and then you tell me what I'm missing. Where did I go wrong? So I click the positive, I go to matching, and then I put in this information. So I'm going to put in cervical segment. And say match this to the correct image. Also, up here, we need to be able to put a text box. So we need to add a text box because you can imagine that when I am doing this, I need to identify what is in this row or column and what is in this column. And that's done right here. So you can see if this was normally set up correctly, that's what it would look like. So what we're missing is we're missing this right here because this will identify the level of spinal cord segment, and then this will identify the spinal cord sections, right? So we're missing that. And so I need to put that up here. So this part also needs to have a text box. It does not have to be mandatory, but it needs to be a text box that I can put this information in to identify what is in this column and what is in this column. So maybe 2 text box there so I can do the identification. All right, and so then I'm going to center this, and I'm going to insert the image. And, oh wait, the first image is, sacral. So I gotta put in the sacral image. And my guess is that it's not gonna accept it because I've already done this once. See, there's an issue. So we identified the fact that if I put in the exact same file name, it doesn't accept it. So that's another thing that needs to be updated. So as you can see, I've already done this once and it is a problem. So this needs to be fixed as well. So I'm going to upload, I made a new name for this file and I'm going to put it in there. Okay. And so then I will just do one more. And this one is thoracic. And it is lumbar image. Thoracic segment, and it is the lumbar image. Center. Lumbar image. I have to rename the file name because it won't work unless I rename the file name. I'll put in the image, upload. I believe I said lumbar, right? Is that what I said? Yeah, that looks like the lumbar. Yep, that's the lumbar. Okay, so then I'm going to put that in. Change this to 280. And there you go. All right, and so I'm going to put in this other pieces. It's not going to be correct, but it's going to be what it's going to be because I don't have the time. So I think cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and then sacral. So then lumbar and sacral. I'm going to put dummy, and I'm going to put dummy and image. Two, image, three. Everything's different, right? And so then I click save just to make sure that all of this should save now. Now I should be able to update, correct? So then I update. And then I go ahead and open it. And there it is. So, but now I want to test it out. So I go back to the LMS and then I publish it. And then I go to my student account and I log into the student account. And then I go to the LMS and there it is. And I click on it. And now it's working. I don't know why it's working now. Okay, well, it's working now. But obviously there's some alignment issues, right? Like I can't align stuff. So this needs to be corrected, all right? Another issue that I'm having, so I don't know why it's working now, but yesterday I saved it. I went through the exact same process. As you saw, the images had to have their name changed, and it didn't work. But whatever, it's working now, so that's great. But you saw some of the other errors and things that need to be updated. And then here is another issue. Now, if I want to unpublish, it should not say, are you sure you want to publish module? It should say, are you sure you want to unpublish the module? So that needs to be updated. And then I click yes, and now it's gone. But then I go back to the students, and this is still open. So if I update, it's still open. If I refresh it, it's still open. It shouldn't be open. If I refresh it, it should be gone. This should be closed. This module should not be here. But if I click on LMS, well, actually, that's another problem. This should be a breadcrumb. So we need to make that a breadcrumb. But if I click on LMS, now it's gone. So you should see that if I refresh, that module should be gone and that LMS should be a breadcrumb. I think another issue that I have is that this is a little weird. So if I'm here and I go into, well, let me do it on the faculty. So if I'm here and I go into flashcards and I open up a flashcard deck or I edit a flashcard deck, it's a little weird. This should be blue or something, like to go back to flashcards. because I can't get back to that main flashcard page really easily without understanding that that's a breadcrumb. So that should be a breadcrumb leading me back. So it should be blue, or something should be signifying that you can click on that. Okay. All right, so that's what I have so far, but there are a few issues in here. For some reason, the